Sir, 1 second.
Start the program, we would be a small video for 9 minutes about the VDCA. So I request kindly start the video. I request V. Vinay Chand Garu, the Collector and District Magistrate and President VDCA, to preside over the meetings. I request our special guest, our guest of honor, Meena Garu, Commissioner of Police, to come and occupy the chair. I request P. Vishnu Kumar Raj Garu, Working President VDCA, to come and occupy his chair. The founding member of VDCA, the backbone for VDCA, who is responsible for the development of VDCA. I request Professor Prasanna Kumar Garu to come and occupy the chair in the dais. I request the Secretary VDCA, Sri Parsad Garu, to come and occupy the chair in the dais. I also request TSR Prasad Garu, Vice President VDCA, to come and occupy the chair. I now request Sri Vinay Chand Garu to preside over the meeting.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our Chief Secretary for this event of unveiling of portraits of Shri late Saldana IPS, Founder President, and late Shri Radha Krishna Garu, Founder Secretary of VDCA. I would also like to welcome all the dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, to this great event when we remember the efforts that have been put in by these two gentlemen to see this cricket association form, grow from strength to strength, and emerge as this wonderful institution where we are all participating in this event today. At the outset, I feel very honored to be the ex officio president of this association. I'm not a very good cricket player, but this responsibility thrust on me makes me generally feel very interested in cricket, although I watch a lot of cricket, but I've never really played in a serious tournament. So this cricket association certainly would get all the support that is required from the district administration. In my capacity as collector, I would do everything that is possible within my means to see this association flourish every day, every year. The Chief Secretary is a very good sportsman. I know, sir, when he was EO TTD at Chittor, I was Joint Collector for the district. We conducted the World Telugu Conference. That was one rare occasion when I could spend some time with the Chief Secretary. He is a regular shuttle player, takes very keen interest in sports. In his previous assignment as the Special Chief Secretary for Youth Advancement, he has taken several initiatives to develop sports, especially in the rural areas, by bringing in a lot of innovative schemes. One of them deserves mention, Project Gandiva, which I was also, as a collector for Prakasham district, I had the privilege to launch the project. We have brought in several good coaches from reputed organizations. We could train several youngsters in rural areas who otherwise do not have any kind of access to better sporting facilities and training facilities. One of the other initiatives that the Chief Secretary has taken in his previous assignment was to go for construction of sports stadiums in the constituencies, especially in the rural areas. The Krida Vikas Kendras would serve as a one-stop place where players from all faculties can come and practice and can also know their hidden talents and emerge as successful sportsmen. So with all great experience that he has mustered over his lengthy career, sir also spoke to me on many occasions about having a good district sports stadium in Ongole, because that is one district which does not have a good district stadium. So I can really share the passion with which he was after me. Of course, I could not give him land at the right time because of various constraints. Otherwise, the stadium could have probably seen the light of the day. So, it is a rare privilege for all of us to have Sir amidst us. At this juncture, I would also like to mention the efforts put in by the District Cricket Association, especially Prasanna Kumar Garu, TSR Prasad Garu, Padasat Garu, Varma Garu. All of them, the past 1 week, they have been continuously reminding me about this event and requested me to come. So thank you all for putting in your efforts for this wonderful event. And thank you, sir, for taking some time out to come here and participate. And thank you all of you for being a part of this great occasion. The portraits have come out really well and would certainly remind all the future generations also about the excellent efforts put in by these two gentlemen in forming the Cricket Association and bringing it to where it is today. So with these few introductory remarks, I have been asked to preside over the function. So therefore, I would next request Prasanna Kumar Garu and others to felicitate the chief guest for the day, Shri L.V. Subramanian Garu. If you can take over from me, I would be more than happy to give this burdensome responsibility to you. So thank you all for inviting me. It is a pleasure. It is my privilege to be among all of you today. Thank you so much.
Is Isaac's gift to Indian administration. Has made us all proud. How I greatly wish his illustrious father, my dear friend, were here today. And recalling the fond memories of my association with his father, I invoke the blessings of Lord Sri Rama on Sri L.V. Subramaniam on this happy occasion. Our chief guest and the president and the members will be happy to know that this is a small but very distinguished gathering. Very distinguished. The donor of this statue, C.K. Naidu, and one of our very popular doctors and philanthropists, Dr. S.V. Adinarayan Rao is now next. And the man who played in the cricket match along with C.K. and C.S. and Mustaq, also played in Delhi, Mr. A.S. Chakravarti is among the audience. And the man, my very dear friend, Muhammad Ibrahim Ibu Bhai, who played in the inaugural match. He sat by the side of Mr. Jayabharat Reddy, the sub-collector. That was a cricket match he played in. And Ibu Bhai is also here. So this is a gathering of extraordinary persons. And we feel particularly honored. Let me first of all seek your indulgence to mention that game of memories we displayed on the screen. That was a book published in 2002. And that was a small book on cricket, authored by me, collection of articles, and then a lot about Vizag cricket, pictures and things like this. And I was taking that book from Vizag to Hyderabad, and in the same compartment, Sadhguru Sivananda Murthy Garu was traveling. So I was more than 65 at the time. I was past 65. And then I offered my obeisance, my respects to Sivananda Murthy Garu. And then he asked me, as he always would, very politely, very gently, he said, "You are going to Hyderabad for a conference?" "No, sir, I am going for a non-academic purpose." On a non-academic purpose. Such a great man. He said, "What is that non-academic?" I wrote a book on cricket. I felt a little embarrassed and also ashamed to tell him that I wrote a book on cricket. I was taken to Hyderabad for release. Then he said, no, it's good, I like cricket, I would love to read that book. He blessed me. And believe me, I went to Hyderabad, and this young man was a dynamic secretary of sports, Mr. Subramanian. The applause is not for me. And then he arranged a function. My esteemed friend, who was always kind to me, Shri Ashok Gajpatiraj Garu, I requested him to grace the occasion at 2:30 p.m. that afternoon. Ashok Gajpatiraj Garu, such a wonderful person, he came before time. There was no audience, I was the only fellow present there. He came at 2 o'clock. And in the meantime, Mr. Subramanian, the sports secretary, brought the entire cricket team, Indian team. Saurav Ganguly, Rahul Dravid, and Kumble, and all of them marched into the room, much to my embarrassment and astonishment. And then he made all of them sit. He was like a schoolmaster, making them walk and sit there, and they all sat there. And then the book was released, Ganguly was there. Saurav is a very fine commentator, very sharp man. And then at that time, India had lost Zimbabwe. India was trailing against Zimbabwe, loved two matches. And so Saurav saw the book. It was released by Mr. Subramanian, Ashok Gajpatiraj and Saurav Ganguly. And Saurav said, I hope this book would give us luck, that small book. That day, I left the place, I got into the train, and then India beat Zimbabwe. The book. And then, I don't mind Mr. Subramanian, my revealing it. I called up Mr. Subramanian and said, you're a person who always does the impossible. In politics and public life, doing the impossible possible is a virtue, is an achievement. I said, Mr. Subramanian, you have done the impossible possible today. I saw two things. One is India beating Zimbabwe. The second is the chief minister smiling, because he gave it the prizes. So these two things happened, and I was greatly delighted and honored. That's the first time, not the first time, that's a very important occasion he honored me. Since then, I always felt grateful to him several times. I got from him more than what I deserved. Then, apart from all these things, as a student of politics, having been a teacher since 1957, I must say, with great humility and absolute honesty, that Mr. Subramanian is an extraordinary civil servant. Why? What's the reason? I'll just give you two examples. A civil servant is like a shock absorber. Young Vinay Chandji is a shock absorber. He has been absorbing shocks, but he has a pleasant smile. All shock is converted into smile. About 7, 8 years ago, Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba shed his mortal coil. And Puttaparthi was in great trouble at the time. There was a lot of tension. Swami made me a member of the Academic Council for 6 years. I used to sit behind him in the company of Dr. Kalam and others. And I was distressed to hear stories coming from, telephone calls coming from Puttaparthi, that the town was in great tension. Prashant Nilayam, there was no Prashanti. At that time, the government of Andhra Pradesh very wisely sent Mr. Subramanian to sort out the trouble. And believe me, the tension disappeared in 3 days, and the town became normal. And people of Prashant Nilayam remember Mr. Subramanian with gratitude and admiration for the brilliant way in which he solved the problem. Troubleshooting was done. That was a very important achievement. Law and order is of course maintained by the police, but a lot of others also operate from behind. More importantly, I was astonished. We passed through a lot of turbulence. We passed through such turbulence I have not seen in the last 6 decades of my association with political science or whatever it is. The state was passing through turbulence. And luckily for us, political turbulence was to some extent neutralized by cricket matches. The IPL was there, followed by the World Cup, And a lot of tension, unfortunately for us, was not there because people started watching cricket matches. March 10th, the court came into existence. April 23rd was the election. My God, such a thing never happened in the history of Indian democracy. And for 5 weeks, Mr. Subramaniam was holding the fort as the Chief Secretary. And that was one of the toughest periods in the history of the administration of the state of Andhra Pradesh. I congratulate him on the maturity. He remained unruffled. I was delighted. Political leaders, they have liberty. They always have the liberty. They always have the liberty to. Mr. Kumar Raj garu kaadanukondi, ayana manchi political leader. They always have the liberty to say and certain things. Mr. Subramaniam was under tremendous pressure. But what happened was, as the election approached, the Election Commission had to hold some people responsible for the conduct of elections, and Mr. Subramaniam was put in charge, Chief Secretary. I was amused to see about 10 MLAs, including some ministers, standing in the line, going and thanking him, giving a paper, which had to be forwarded to the Chief Election Commission. So that is how a crisis was converted into a very calm situation in Andhra Pradesh only 3-4 months ago. Mr. Subramaniam, you have done 5 walking, and this is one place where I certainly would venture to say everybody likes you, and Vizag feels proud of you. You are a son of the soil. And this little gesture of felicitation, it is not a felicitation. It is the expression of our admiration, of our affection, and of our thankfulness to what you have been doing and what you are going to do in the next 1 or 2 years. You will be heading the state of Andhra Pradesh as the Chief Administrative Head. God bless you. Thank you very much.
ఇంకో ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే ప్రసన్న కుమార్ గారు మాట్లాడిన తర్వాత ఎక్సెప్ట్ చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ గారు మాట్లాడటమే బాగుంటుంది. అయినా నేను వర్కింగ్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ కాబట్టి నేను 2 విషయాలు చెప్తాను. మీకు అందరికీ కూడా నా యొక్క హృదయపూర్వకమైన నమస్కారములు. అందరూ పెద్దలు ఉన్నారు. ముఖ్యంగా ఈరోజు మన వీడీసీఏ చరిత్రలోనే గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిన రోజు. ఈ చూడటానికి చిన్న కార్యక్రమం అయినప్పటికీ ఈ ఆంధ్ర రాష్ట్రంలో అతిపెద్ద అధికారి అయిన చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీ గారు గౌరవనీయులైన ఎల్వి సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారు మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా ఆ హోదాలో మన వీడీసీఏకి రావటం మనందరూ అదృష్టము. వారికి ప్రత్యేకమైన ధన్యవాదములు మనం తెలియజేసుకోవచ్చు అవసరం ఉంది. అట్లాగే మన ఆనరీ ప్రెసిడెంట్ వీడీసీఏ ప్రెసిడెంట్ అయిన డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ కలెక్టర్ గారు వినయ్ చంద్ గారు కూడా మొట్టమొదటిసారి ఈ రోజు విశాఖపట్నం డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ క్రికెట్ అసోసియేషన్ కి రావటం కూడా యాదృచ్ఛికం. అట్లాగే అందరి బాధ్యత అంటే ప్రతి పౌరుడి బాధ్యత, విశాఖపట్నంలో ఉన్నవారి బాధ్యత, సేఫ్టీ సెక్యూరిటీ అన్నీ కూడా చూడవలసిన బాధ్యత గౌరవనీయులైన కమిషనర్ ఆఫ్ పోలీస్ వారికి ఉంది, మీనా గారికి. వారు కూడా మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా ఈరోజు మన వీడీసీఏకి రావడం జరిగింది. సో ముగ్గురు కూడా అతి పెద్ద ర్యాంక్స్ లో ఉన్న అధికార యంత్రాంగం మొత్తం ఇక్కడ వీడీసీఏకి రావటం కూడా మనందర అదృష్టం. అట్లాగే మన పెద్దలు ఎంతో మంది ఉన్నారు ఎదురుగుండా. ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి కూడా నా యొక్క హృదయపూర్వకమైన ధన్యవాదములు, నమస్కారములు తెలియజేసుకుంటూ, మీ ఆశీస్సుల గురించి నేను వచ్చాను కానీ పెద్దలకి మేము మాట్లాడటం తప్ప అంతకంటే మేము చేసేది ఏం లేదు. తప్పనిసరిగా వీడీసీఏని ఎంతో కష్టపడి కొన్ని రాత్రులు పగల రాత్రులు అనకుండా కూడా ఎంతో కష్టపడి పనిచేసి నిస్వార్థంతో పనిచేసేవారు వీడీసీఏలో ఉన్నారని చెప్పి అధికార యంత్రాంగానికి చెప్తున్నారు. మిగిలిన స్పోర్ట్స్ బాడీలో దర్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్ స్పోర్ట్స్ బాడీస్ వేర్ it can be turned into commercial organizations in commercial aspects. But as far as the VDCA is concerned, the affection and love which is being shown by the sponsors and also by the officials of VDCA, rendering selfless service for the development of cricket and for the development of the youngsters in their cricketing field, and also bringing glory to Visakhapatnam. And I really appreciate all the members of VDCA and all the elders who have shown their blessings and love and affection on VDCA. Once again, I am thankful to you. I am conveying my heartfelt thanks to everyone who has attended this great function. Thank you very much.
Good evening to everyone. First of all, I thanks Chief Secretary of the State, Sri Sunum Gariki, that who has spared his valuable time and attended this function. And Honorary President, District Collector Vinay Kumar, Working President Raju Garu, other dignitaries and member of this Visakhapatnam District Cricket Association. Good evening to everyone. Regarding today's chief guest, everybody has talked a lot. I don't have much to say. One or two times I have interacted with Sir. When Sir was holding Principal Secretary Sports, I was holding the IG Sports in Police Department. So frequently I used to meet, and whenever I ask any assistance regarding to organizing sports meets, he was always ready to extend his support. And I think most of the dignitaries or this gathering people, they know that Sir is very good cricket player also. 2-3 times he organized a cricket tournament between All India Service Officers, and 2 times I also attended that tournaments. I have seen that he is very good player, not only batsman, he is very good bowler also. And besides this, he is very good, we can say that supporter, that he encourages a lot to the players when he is in the field. So on this occasion, I request that Visakhapatnam District Cricket Association that they should organize a tournament that will be better, that he should be either chief guest or he should be a player. Just now I was discussing, sir, that we should organize a tournament here in this CS versus DGP teams, yeah. So that it will be a good show in the state. And regarding these functions, I am really thankful and I am really honored that the members of the association, they have given a good honor to the founders, members of this association, our former DGP Saldana sir, and other this Secretary Mr. Radhakrishna, who are the main pillar for this stadium, and they have popularized the game to this city. Now everybody knows it's an international place for cricket tournament. After division, this is the only place in Andhra Pradesh. Of course, after some time we will get another stadium in Vijayawada, in Guntur also. But timing, this is the place where that we are able to organize the international events, and a lot of international tournaments have been conducted. So this is because these things are happening because of the sincere efforts were made by our predecessors who have taken a lot of interest in this game. And I have seen just now the members of this association, even though age is more, but the enthusiasm and the spirit is still on same way. In the game, actually, this is the things which matters a lot. Otherwise, players' life may be 10 to 15 years. After 35, most of the players will retire. But those players who will reach on top, they are the main spirit of the future generations. So on this occasion, really, I found that very good functions has been organized, and they have selected well. We can say that one of the most proper dignitary for these functions. So on this occasion, I will not take much time, and I thanks to everyone that they gave me a opportunity to attend these functions. On this, I thanks once again. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a wonderful suggestion and idea to have a match between the Chief Secretary Garu and DGP. Hopefully, Subramanian Garu will approve that. And we will have one, we'll pursue to have that match in Vizag, sir. So I request Secretary Parsad Garu to say a few words.
Chief guest of today's function, Sri Subramanian Garu, Collector and President of Visakhapatnam District Association, Sri Vinay Chand Garu, Meena Garu, Vishnu Kumar Raju Garu, Working President, VDCA, Professor Prasanna Kumar Garu, Varma Garu, T. Prasad Garu, and all the guests, ladies and gentlemen. You are aware that Visakhapatnam District Association was born in the year 1963 on August 15th. It was a memorable day that day because the Governor Chandrasena Nagesh has come personally here and he has tossed the coin and the Visakhapatnam District was born. So that was the fantastic occasion, and I really thank those two gentlemen, late Sri Radhakrishna Garu and late Sri C.G. Saldana Garu, for taking the trouble of starting the association, because it is very difficult to start an association or anything. So they have taken all the trouble and started the Cricket Association. The time when the association started, I was very young. I was still playing cricket. I was about 18.5 years. And now the Visakhapatnam Association, that time, it was the first association in Andhra area to have constituted the district associations. Because earlier, we never had any district associations affiliated to Andhra Cricket Association. Earlier only clubs used to be there, and the VDCA was the first association to have been formed, and later on ACA, they have resolved. They said that every district, they should start a district association, and then those associations should be affiliated to Andhra Cricket Association, and only the district, any player who comes to play for Andhra, he should come through the district. So that was the condition they have laid, and the district association started that time. I think East Godavari was the next association after Visakhapatnam District Association. So Visakhapatnam District Association, we have produced several players, 3 players at the senior level. One, Mr. Venugopal Rao, he has represented the country and played 16 one-day internationals and about more than 80 IPL matches and about 120 first-class games. And then we have 2 boys from Visakhapatnam, Sri K.S. Bharat and Ricky Boy. Both the boys are now representing India A. Any moment they may get the chance to represent the senior team. And then we have about 13 junior boys. We have represented the country from Visakhapatnam Association. And one boy, who was captain of India under-19 team that toured New Zealand. And so far, we are also conduct camps for the girls. About 50 to 60 girls, they come for the practice every day. One girl from Vizag has represented India and played against Bangladesh. So, in all age groups, we have some representation. We, Visakhapatnam Association, started a non-residential academies for under 10, under 12, under 14, under 16 age groups. We conduct camps every day. They come, except on Sundays. They come for the practice, and all the age group, because we want to tap the young talent for the future development of the game of cricket in Visakhapatnam. So earlier we never had any, at our time, we never had any playgrounds or stadiums. In 1987, when we first conducted the international match, that there was nothing was available, only compound wall was available at the municipal stadium. See, D.V. Subbarao garu, the then mayor, and K. Raju, he was the commissioner of municipal corporation. Both of them, they worked very hard, and they got the stadium ready in 5 months' time. Mr. J.P. Murthy garu, he was the collector and president VDCA in the year 1988. So he gave us a land of 9.54 acres to construct a stadium. So then we did not have funds to construct a stadium. We have requested the government of Andhra Pradesh to give us the permission to float a lottery. They gave us the permission to float the lottery, and we have collected 2 crores of rupees and started the pavilion block. That's how the VDCA has grown up. We are very fortunate to have a good successive collectors. We have helped the association to come up to this stage. All the collectors and Mr. J.P. Murthy, S.P. Singh, and J.P. Murthy has allotted the main ground, and Mr. Sunil Sharma has allotted the big ground, that is 7.28 acres. So today we are like this because of the support given by the district administration. We also hope that our present collector, Sri Vinay Chandra also will give us full cooperation in conducting our activities. Sir, Subramanian garu, small request. మనం 2006లోని మనం ప్రపోజ్ చేద్దాం అనుకున్నప్పుడు వీళ్ళు కేవీ రావు గారు అందరూ, there is a small piece of land అండి అక్కడ, which is not being used by anybody, because మాకు ఒకరికే యాక్సెస్ ఉంది వాళ్ళకి. there is no access for హౌసింగ్ బోర్డ్ కాలనీ కానీ లేదంటే హౌసింగ్ బోర్డ్ కానీ ఎవరికి లైన్ కూడా అమ్మలేరు. ఇట్ ఈస్ లైన్ దే. ఆ పీస్ ఆఫ్ ల్యాండ్ మాకు ఇస్తే మాకు ఎక్స్టెండ్ అవుతుంది, ఏమైనా ఫెసిలిటీస్ చేస్తే దాన్ని ఏం సార్ అది కలెక్టర్ గారు చూసాను. అది చాలా స్మాల్ పీస్ ఆఫ్ ల్యాండ్ సార్, వెరీ స్మాల్, ఒక 1000 yards, 1000 వెరీ, అంటే అది వస్తే మాకు ఎక్స్టెండ్ అవుతుందండి. దానివల్ల సార్ so with this I thank everybody who have come here to grace the occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barsadu garu. Now we are all eagerly waiting to listen to our chief guest, L.V. Subramanian garu. I request Subramanian garu to give his message.
My fatherly figure, Sri Prasanna Kumar garu, the working president of VDCA, Sri Vishnu Kumar Raj garu, friend Mr. Vinay Chand, Mr. Meena, Mr. Prasad, Mr. Verma, all the other friends, Mr. Patsardi, distinguished guests. I am very happy to be here to be part of this function. Cricket in Vizag has grown over a period of time. Even as a child, we used to go and watch Ranji Trophy matches. I always remember the match which Andhra played with Tamil Nadu, Andhra played with Sri Lanka in Vizag. For example, the match which Andhra played with Tamil Nadu, it was played in the university grounds those days. And we had an extraordinary pace bowler, Mr. DGCR Verma. And I still remember Michael Dalby was batting, DGCR Verma was bowling. Dalby took the guard and he stepped just outside the crease to take a good length ball. Patrudu was behind the stumps and he stumped him. I don't think we see such kind of things now. Mr. M.A. Patrudu was keeping, he stumped Dalby. Dalby was absolutely shocked. He just looked behind in utter shock. He never believed a wicketkeeper can stump in a pace bowler's bowling. I don't know if Uncle remembers that scene. That kind of matches we saw in Vizag. That was played in that ground. I also saw the Ranji Trophy match which was played in the railway grounds. I of course missed the West Indies 3-day in the municipal grounds. And I watched number of matches here, and thanks to Mr. K.V. Rao, I was associated with the floodlighting of this stadium. I was associated as the chairman of the committee where we took help of the Geetham Engineering College Electrical Department's help and finalized the specifications and got it done. So thanks to founders like Sri Radhakrishna and Mr. Saldana, this association has really grown by leaps and bounds, and the picturesque stadium which has come up here, when Sri Raju was the contractor and he was more a kind of a active participant in construction of this. We spent some time in discussing, going around. So I can't help remembering Sri D.V. Subbarao and Sri R.V.V.K. Prasad when I stand here and discuss about the stadium. I used to always admire how Mr. R.V.V.K. Prasad used to come and sit here in spite of his health problems and lend his helping hand. So Visakhapatnam cricket was always served by selfless volunteers. I always had that regard for each one of them. And today is an occasion when I would like to express my gratitude because I'm a great lover of the game, and but for my ill luck, I would have also played at some level, but studies took me away. I played for the Mrs. Avian College B team. So that is the farthest I could go, but I enjoyed. And cricket has taught wonderful philosophy in life. And you will be happy to know that our Chief Minister also takes the example of cricket to convey sometimes the thoughts that he has. The very first day or second day, I don't remember when it was, after he took charge, and we had some discussions about various programs, and I was going along with him in the lift. The Chief Minister told me, he calls all of us Anna. Also because you are all older in age also, it doesn't matter. So he said, Anna, for us politics is like T20 match. That's how he told me. So because I was talking to him about some philosophy and all that. So he was correcting me in saying, Anna, for us it's a T20 match. So I said, Acha, very good sir. Then what next? He said, but every match we have to score. Every match. It's not enough. We score in one match. Every match we have to score. So every day for us in politics, it's a T20 match. So that is how our CM uses cricket as an example. And I keep telling many people in civil service, I also told, I think, a couple of our collectors' conferences, I said, civil servants' life is like a game of cricket. It's not like playing badminton or tennis. I also played tennis up to some level, and I used to play active badminton. I'll perhaps resume after I retire. I'm not finding time now. Because badminton and tennis, one can make a mistake. One can lose a service game and bounce back. Badminton, you can do 2-3 defective serves or throw the shuttle out of the court, but later on you can improve. But cricket, when you're batting, you don't have a second chance. You batted wrongly, you hit a wrong shot or whatever, that's the end of it. So I used to always tell my colleagues, I'm fond of telling them that in civil servants' life also, it's like a game of cricket. You're not applied yourself, you're not understood the rules of the game, you're not read the ball correctly, you're out. And rarely we get a second chance to prove ourselves. Things have become very hard, very difficult, very tough, very trying. In these moments, it's very important that we should also have this cool thinking. That is where I always pay obeisance to the kind of family values that I could learn in my family, with my father and mother, my early childhood here, whatever education that I received. I think it has always enabled me to at least think of a tomorrow, not get too much bogged down by today. I think that has helped with enormous blessings of elders. So I have come here today to only receive those blessings. How can I disappoint Prasanna Kumar uncle? I can't disappoint him. So I had to give some excuse and come running here. And of course in the morning I went and paid obeisance to my Guruji. Now I am paying obeisance to Prasanna Kumar uncle as well as all the other distinguished elders for all sitting here. It's Narayan Swami or anybody, all of them. I know them from my early childhood. One thing I promise all the elders who are here and all my well-wishers, I will not give you a single moment where you could regret that why this officer is behaving like this, who had his early moorings in Visakhapatnam. I'm sure I'll acquit myself very well, and we are extremely fortunate that we are today embarking on a number of initiatives in the state which will be very helpful to us in the days to come. I should not be elaborating too much on that because it's not the right occasion. But I just wanted to convey that let us be optimistic and let us be hopeful that the state also will progress as well as the VDCA which has progressed. As I was telling you, we used to have Ranji Trophy matches in the Andhra University grounds, and we used to only have shamiyanas. We never had anything more than that. We just used to have shamiyanas where some of the elders were sitting, and all of us used to squat on the ground and watch the match, and we had extraordinary talent coming up from then. And I also used to tell, as Principal Secretary Medical Education, how students from Andhra Medical College used to play in Andhra Ranji team. Today you don't even have one fellow in the first 50 also. If you have 50 best cricketers in Andhra, I don't think even one doctor is there. We don't have. But those days, we used to have, as I said, Dr. Patrudu, an MBBS student. He was the best keeper. We also had Mr. Srikanth from Engineering College, a very good leg spinner. And he used to be extraordinarily active in the forward leg position. He used to pluck extraordinary catches. He used to play very well. Mr. P.J. Raju was from Engineering College. So we used to have number of these students who were coming from medical college and engineering college playing cricket. But today, none of the medical colleges students are playing cricket at this kind of competition. Semblance of sports is there in several education institutions. I wish all the education institutions take to teaching their children how to play and how to relax, how to recoup. Today, whomever we are thinking has done extraordinarily well in wealth creation. We are seeing, MS is also there, I can see him, one of the celebrated cricketers those days. So, such individuals who we think who have made big in life, who have built their financial empires, we are seeing how they are not able to cope with pressures. It's only sports which gives that opportunity. So I thoroughly used to enjoy my life as Secretary of Sports, meeting with so many distinguished sports persons. I always recollect my interaction with people like Pulal Gopichand or Rahul Dravid, recently with Anil Kumble, VVS Lakshman, each of them extraordinary kind of individuals. So sports does help an individual to transform himself into a very, very elevated kind of a thinker. We should not think like in the past that sports is only for physical exercise, sports is only meant for building stamina and things like that. I have also seen how sports persons can evolve into much better individuals who can understand the spirit of defeat and who can understand how to empathize with people who are in difficulties and cajole them, encourage them, and enable them to move up the ladder of success. So in many, many ways, I see that association with sports does confer that advantage of improving nobility of the soul and also to play a constructive role as a member of community. So I think I would, before I close, I would like to once again express my gratitude to various individuals who have enabled VDCA to grow and really today have a kind of a jewel which is there in front of our eyes, the wonderful stadium here. I'm sure in days to come we will produce many good cricketers, but I would request Mr. Patsarthi and others, you must create better individuals out of the cricket teams. Each boy or each girl must be groomed in a wholesome manner so that their ambitions do not come to a rest after they stop playing their game of cricket. They must play a very constructive role when they even don't play or the playing time is over, because I'm seeing that these days the cricketers particularly are being victimized by various circumstances. So the balance which is required also required to be taught to them. I remember our coach R.V. Ramarao. People like that, tirelessly they built wonderful cricket talent in Visakhapatnam. Irwin Boatyard cricket team, a number of images are running across my mind as I am talking to you. All those wonderful teams, wonderful individuals who have all contributed. We used to have excellent league tournaments. I think we must revive all these things. If some of them are not active, see how they can come up, take care of community sport, make more and more people to play, because the society today is running through a crisis of very different nature. Some of them are confused whether it is the wealth creation which is important. Some of them are not sure whether capturing power is important in life. Some of them don't understand whether clinging to one caste group is the summum bonum of existence. Some people don't understand being passionate of regional interest is the best in life. So people are confused. They are running around with all these kind of images which they are seeing in the society. Visakhapatnam has always shown light to different parts of the state. So I urge all of you here, some of you who are so active in public life, that let's bring this to focus, that people must pursue sport so that they live more peacefully, they live with a smile, and they're able to mix with people with great ease. In that sense, sports can contribute, keeping the VDCA's stadium and other facilities as a focal point. Please see how, with the help of District Collector, the Commissioner of Police, the Municipal Corporation Commissioner, various others in Visakhapatnam, how to popularize sports and how to make more and more communities get involved in sport. I think that is when Visakhapatnam will once again become the city of destiny, as famous words of Sir C.R. Reddy. So let's see that how Vizag can become again the center of planning. This government has number of ideas of doing things in Visakhapatnam. I look forward to playing some role and seeing that Visakhapatnam gets its due in days to come. I am deeply beholden to Uncle for giving me this opportunity of coming here and spending some time with all of you. I look forward to meeting each one of you. I thank all of you for your participation today and giving me the benefit of your blessings. I'm sure with all your blessings, I would acquit myself well and I would not get run out in the game. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Wonderful message. And VDCA is grateful to you, sir, for coming to this function in spite of your hectic and busy schedule. I request everybody to give a standing ovation to our Chief Guest, L.V. Subramanian. I request TSR Prasad garu to propose vote of thanks.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. వేదిక మీద ఉన్న చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ శ్రీ సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారికి, కలెక్టర్ గారికి, విష్ణుకుమారాజు గారికి, కమిషనర్ ఆఫ్ పోలీస్ గారికి, పార్థసారథి గారికి అందరికీ నమస్కారం. మొట్టమొదట సారు చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీ అవగానే మీరు లార్డ్ వెంకటేశ్వర వల్ల చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీ అయ్యారు అని మెసేజ్ ఇచ్చింది నేను ఒక్కనే అనుకుంటున్నాను. సార్ కూడా ఇమీడియట్ గా రెస్పాండ్ అయ్యారు. కాబట్టి మనకి ఫస్ట్ ఆర్టిస్టిక్ ఏంటంటే చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీ గారు తప్పు చేయరు అనేది ఆ వెంకటేశ్వర దగ్గర ఉద్యోగం చేయటం వల్ల ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ ఆఫీసర్గా అది బైండింగ్ అయిపోయింది. రెండోది విశాఖపట్నంలో ఉన్న భీముల ఆశ్రమం సార్ని గైడ్ చేస్తుంది కాబట్టి ఎటువంటి పరిస్థితుల్లోనూ సార్ తప్పు చేయరు, ఎవరికైనా ఉపకారం చేస్తారు తప్ప వేరే ఏమీ చేయరు అనేది ఒక దృఢ సంకల్పం. కాబట్టి సారు మీ గురించే వస్తున్నాను అని ప్రసన్న కుమార్ గారికి మెసేజ్ ఇచ్చారు. కాబట్టి దాన్ని బట్టి ఎంత కష్టమున్నా ఇక్కడ దాకా వచ్చి మన కార్యక్రమంలో ఓపికగా కూర్చుని మన అందరికీ మెసేజ్ ఇచ్చినందుకు విడిఎస్ఏ తరఫున వారికి ధన్యవాదాలు. అలాగే మన కలెక్టర్ గారు, కమిషనర్ ఆఫ్ పోలీసు, మన చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీ గారు అందరూ కూడా చిరునవ్వుతూనే ఉన్నారు. వచ్చినప్పటి నుంచి ఎవరు ఏదో ఆలోచించడం, సెల్ ఫోన్ మాట్లాడటం ఏం చేయకుండా చిరునవ్వుతూ ఉన్నారు. అదొక గొప్ప ఈ సభలో అదొక గొప్ప విషయం. ఇకపోతే సారు స్పోర్ట్స్ వరకు 2 సార్లు చేశారు. ఇదివరకు ఒకసారి స్పోర్ట్స్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ చేశారు, మళ్ళా మొన్న స్పెషల్ చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీగా కూడా స్పోర్ట్స్ చేశారు. విశాఖపట్నంలో మన స్టేడియం దగ్గరలో ఉన్న కొమ్మాదిలో ఒక 25 ఎకరాలతో బ్రహ్మాండమైన స్టేడియం స్టార్ట్ చేశారు. దాంట్లో అకాడమీలు రన్ అవుతున్నాయి ఆల్రెడీ. కొద్దిగా డెవలప్మెంట్ అది ఉంది. అలాగే టీ జంక్షన్ లో కూడా 150 ఎకరాలులో ఇప్పటికి 80 ఎకరాలు ఎక్వైర్ చేశారు. మిగతాది కూడా చేయడానికి రెడీగా ఉంది. కాబట్టి ఆయన బ్రహ్మాండమైన రాడికల్ చేంజ్ ఏంటంటే 10 వీక్ అనే ఆర్గనైజేషన్ తీసుకొచ్చి అవుట్ సోర్సింగ్ లో కోచెస్ పెట్టి మొత్తం ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ లో ఒక 200 మంది కోచ్లు డిఫరెంట్ గేమ్స్ లో తీసుకొచ్చిన ఏకైక వ్యక్తి 60 ఏళ్లలో ఆయన ఒక్కడే. కాబట్టి అటువంటి స్పోర్ట్స్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉన్న ఆయన మన క్రికెట్ దానికి రావటం గొప్ప. అలాగే వచ్చిన కలెక్టర్ గారికి, విష్ణుకుమార్ రాజు గారికి, సార్ అయితే కమిషనర్ గారు ఆల్ ఇండియా పోలీసులో 4 గేములు ఇచ్చారు. వాలీబాల్, బాస్కెట్బాల్, తర్వాత త్రోబాల్, యోగా ఆల్ ఇండియా ఇచ్చారు. ఇస్తే 4 కూడా ప్రతి గ్రౌండ్కి వచ్చి ఆ 5 రోజులు ఉండి ఎవరిని ఏమనంటే పోలీసులు కొద్దిగా కేకలేస్తారు. అది కూడా ఏమండి సార్ దగ్గర బాగా చేశారు. నిన్నగాక మొన్న వెళ్తే ప్రసాద్ ఆల్ ఇండియా టెన్నిస్ టోర్నమెంట్ ఇస్తామంటున్నారు. ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది, మనం చేద్దాం అంటే నేను చెప్పాను సార్ మనం 2004లో చేసాం. ఇక్కడ మనకు ఆంధ్ర యూనివర్సిటీలో 3 కోర్టులు ఉన్నాయి, మనం అక్కడే చేద్దాం డిస్కస్ చేస్తే ఆల్రెడీ విల్ డిస్కస్ ఆఫ్టర్ 1 month అన్నారు. సో మన కలెక్టర్ గారు ఆల్రెడీ ఒంగోలు గురించి చెప్పారు. కాబట్టి ఈ ముగ్గురి టైంలో విశాఖపట్నంలో ఇంకా అన్ని గేములు కూడా అభివృద్ధి చెందే నేను ఆశిస్తూ ఈ సభకు వచ్చిన పెద్దలందరికీ, ఈ వచ్చిన అధికారులందరికీ కూడా మా వీడీసీ తరఫున ధన్యవాదాలు తెలుపు సెలవు తీసుకుంటాం.